you got to stop and get yourself out of that negative place whether you missed something or wounded something, or you had, like you said, you sat on that rock for 4 days. It would have been much easier if you just go home and say, screw it, this unit sucks. I'm never coming back here again. The goddamn non-residents, the wolves,
Wolves, damn wolves.
Joe Biden. If Joe Biden wasn't president,
Obamacare, damn Obamacare.
But the right thing to do is just you got to pull yourself out of that negative place. And even if you got to take the other thing, I'll ask you about this, is take a morning off, sleep in.
Oh, I do that. Because if you can imagine doing this for 100 days, like back to back to back to back, and getting 2 or 3 days off in 3 weeks. And when you do come home for those 2 or 3 days, you got so many details you got to catch up on with at the business or at home or whatever. It's like, man, I need to go back out in the woods so I can rest a little more. So it gets to be a grind. And there are some days I'll just tell the crew, you know what, guys, we're spinning our wheels right now. We're all tired. None of us are on our game. We're sleeping in tomorrow. And I usually don't get much complaint because they're going through the same thing I am. So
it's a really, and when you wake up that next day, your whole perspective has changed. Your brain's like, hey, this isn't so bad, man. The bluebirds are singing.
Yeah.
You're ready to rock, as opposed to getting out and being like, God, this hunt sucks. I'm not going to get anything. What the hell am I doing here? I should be at home making money.
Yeah. No, I used to, and if there's one thing about feeling that I have to tell a story on every hunt, whether we shoot something or not, doesn't matter. I have to tell a story. It helps my mind stay focused on the story. And yeah, the story is about the hunt, but it usually doesn't allow me to get into that mental situation I used to find myself in of, oh, what the hell am I doing here? I should just be at home. No, to me, we are here. We got the storyline we're trying to fill. We want to talk about this species. We want to talk about this person. We want to talk about this landscape. All right, what shots do we need? Da 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 da. And so my mind is so occupied with that as kind of the end goal rather than filling a tag as the quote unquote end goal of success or failure, that I remember exactly what you're talking about. I'd be on a hard hunt, and after day 3, it's like, screw it, I'm just going home. Now I can't. Now it's like, okay, Randy, you're just going to quit every time it gets tough going? No, this is when real storytelling becomes an art form. So, I do have that benefit of having a distraction to not let my mind go to where it used to, like you described.
Yeah, it's a really dark place. It's a really, really dark and negative place. I don't like going there. It usually happens around day number 4 or 5, like when you're starting to get tired. And like, because day 1, you're like, oh yeah, dude, this is great. You're rested up. You ate a cheeseburger and fries before you got to the trailhead. And day 5, you're looking like you've been on Survivor for a month, and like you're dirty, and your wife is starting to want you home, and just everything's working against you. Maybe a storm blows in, so you have to take a day even when you didn't want to. Those are the days where you got to take a breath, eat something, drink something. The other thing that I do, Randy, is I take a nap.
Oh, I am an afternoon napper. Like, I can sleep on demand.
Yes. And I find I'll wake up from that nap that afternoon, and you're still not fully vitalized. You're sore, you're tired, but it helps you get a more positive attitude. These guys that like burn the candle at both ends from before daylight to after dark every day on these Western hunts, I mean, God bless them. I'm glad they can do that. I have to have some breaks. I don't have to leave the mountain for that, but I'll take a nap, or I'll just, instead of doing a hard hike in an evening, maybe I'll just sit on a glassing knob and listen or learn or watch. But you got to know your body and your mind, because you have to prevent yourself from getting in that negative place.